Stakes, 2,000 metres, and racing away from that 2,000 metre marker. Eiffel Tower got off to a good start. Off to the lead is Donny, and right up there, No Place Like Home. Crepusculo on the far side is also going up in search of a handier position. Atarime got a bit tight for galloping room over there. Thunny Player. Hawk Bill is racing 4 or 5 wide. Then George Handel follows them. Behind them is Tax Haven. Dubai Hills is racing 1 from the back, and that leaves Marauding Horde as the trailer. As they went past the 1,600 metre marker, there's 8 lengths covering them first to last as Donny. Donny goes off to the front here, led it by a length and a half. The cheek pieces of No Place Like Home and Crepusculo the far side race up in a joint second. 3 lengths away to Atarime in 4th. Eiffel Tower's back on the fence in 5th. Thunny Player is 6th position, 7 lengths off them. George Handel is 1 behind that. Then came Tax Haven. Further back in the field, Dubai Hills has got 9 lengths to make up Marauding Horde. And at the back end of the field, Hawk Bill is racing awkwardly, has now been dropped to the tail end after racing wide for the first 400 metres. They run down to the side of the track now. They've got 1,000 metres left to go, and out there in front is Donny by a length and a half. Crepusculo is racing second, No Place Like Home. Atarime is 4 lengths off them with Eiffel Tower. In behind that is Tax Haven, Thunny Player. Then George Handel, 6-7 to go. Dubai Hills has gone for a rails run. Further back, Marauding Horde, and Hawk Bill's been pulled out of the race here. They turn for home in the Tabawam Stakes. This is the Derby Trial. And who goes for it here? George Handel between runners. Atarime. Crepusculo still right there on the outside. Marauding Horde has made up good ground and is running on at them. So too Thunny Player. Down the inside, Eiffel Tower. 2:20 to go. George Handel hits the front. Crepusculo down the inside. Atarime. Marauding Horde still makes up ground the outside. And here comes Marauding Horde. In the Derby Trial, Marauding Horde has picked it up and will win going away. Here's Marauding Horde by 5-6 lengths. Marauding Horde wins it comfortably. Second will go to George Handel. Atarime third, Tax Haven. Then came Crepusculo, and on the outside, Thunny Player. Finished behind those. No Place Like Home, and unfortunately Hawk Bill was pulled out of the race by Piers Stratham after running probably just over half the race over there. Marauding Horde, son of Vercingetorix, was bought by the heavy hitters that have owned this horse. He's out of the Indigo Magic Mare, My Lady Bluff. And he's come through to win it. It's his back-to-back wins. He won his maiden. He made heavy weather of his maiden win. But he's won this with aplomb.
Okay, well, what a training feat, rather. This has been for Marauding Horde, straight out of winning those maidens. Never far off in. They had 2 previous runs before the winner, now comes through and wins going away a Derby Trial that had 1 or 2 hard knockers in.
You know, you got to give the credit to Mr. Cock. He gave me good instructions. He said to me, listen, we're drawn bad. Let's not take our chances and try and place him. We might take it out of him too early in the race. So let's take our medicine. We drop him out to the back, 3/4 away to the back, and let's see what he's got. And like I said to Mr. Cock now when I came back, I said, I actually pressed him a little bit too early. His turn of foot was just so fast, and I actually had to sit a little bit longer just to give him more of a chance, you know, because he's really a horse that wants to win. So it's really nice. It's nice to ride a horse like us.
Indeed, you've done well with those silks, and you've done well in the other silks of Mrs. Mary Slack, and long may it continue for you.
Yes, thank you. I want to say thanks to Mr. Vernus. I rode a horse for him in Dubai that I ended up running 4th on. So big thanks to him. He's giving me some support as well. And, you know, to Mr. Cock, I've been there and he's given me a lot of chances, and today it's paying off.
And you know the special significance to this winning this particular race for Mr. de Kock?
Yeah, well, how one must eat.
Well done for this.
And it was a good horse. So, yeah, I want to say thanks to Wilgebos and Turffontein, you know, to Mr. Slack, and of course to Mr. Vernus. Thank you very much to Mr. Cock and to my sponsors, Questic Insurance.
Thank you so much, Marco. Mike, thank you so much for joining us, and of course a special win for Marauding Horde and a special race.
Yeah, well, I mean, to win it in Hawam's name is special as well. I mean, he's, you know, memories of Hawam, and, you know, who was owned by one of the great owners of the world, which we were, and I was certainly privileged to have racing in South Africa, one of the great breeders of the world, and bred by one of the great breeders in South Africa, and one of the great people of South Africa, Mary Slack. So, for starters, that's a real honour. And secondly, to train for a partnership like this is even a greater honour. It's fitting that Lawrence is here. It runs in his colours today, and it's nice to have him on course. To Gaino Drakenstein, to Peter Graaf, to the Kieswetter family, Mary. You know, it's just fantastic to have everybody on board. He was quite a standout yearling at the sales, but a more athletic type. You know, really good female line. I think he's got a chance of going quite a way in the industry. I mean, in racing. But anyway, we'll save it today. And as I said, very nice to have Lawrence on board.
Well done for this one, Mike, and of course Hawam left an indelible mark, and likewise we'll hope Marauding Horde goes on to bigger and better things, as you say. Yeah, well, hopefully Hawam does the job at stud. You know, his yearlings certainly look as if they're going the right way. They've been well received by the market, and they've sold very well. Mike, please accept a trophy. It's just the groom's trophy. There's the owner's trophy. The owners are here. I think Mr. Ioannidis will be the one to come through and talk. Please come through, Mr. Ioannidis. Thank you so much to Mike, and as a few words there, his kind words. It's the ownership, and of course winning a feature at the fourth time of asking, straight out of winning a maiden, certainly is something I think can be a cause for excitement.
Yes, definitely. Obviously, I must thank Mike de Kock. Yes. He hasn't been South Africa's champion trainer for nothing. You know, he knows what he's doing, and obviously we're proud to have the horse with him. To the partnership, very well done to all of them. As you saw, there's a number of big who's who involved in racing, involved in this horse. Some call it heavy hitters. The heavy hitters, correct. They bought a number of horses together with Lawrence, and Lawrence is involved in a number of partnerships, so very well done to them. Very well done to Marco, great ride. He followed the instructions to a T, and hopefully the horse can progress from here, and we're very, happy with the win, and thanks for being here. Right, the winner's trophy is being presented. Now we talk to Vengi, but thank you so much. And the Marauding Horde has left an indelible mark already. Yes, definitely. Thank you. Right, Vengi, you are the man to talk to now. Tell us about Marauding Horde as going about it the right way. I was told the guy's name, and please just help me with the guy who looks after Marauding Horde.
The groom for this was Sonke Kakambile.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, right now he's on leave. So I'm just happy for the guy. The horse is just improving race by race. Yeah.
Indeed. Please wish him our best, Sonke. And of course, the stable, long may it continue for the stable and onward and upwards, as we've been saying quite a few times today. Okay, so that is the winning groom, and that just about does it for our post-Derby trial race. That was taken out by Marauding Horde, who actually went off as favourite and certainly proved it to be money on the mark. Well done to Mike de Kock and the whole list of the big owners of Marauding Horde.